Ciao. It's another day, and this is your favorite, or soon to be favorite, struggling YouTuber. You can call me Matt. And yeah, man, it's beautiful day in the Cape today. The sunlight, the weather actually, it's quite great. It's a bit sunny, and yeah, man, it's too much. We should be preparing. According to like experts, they say that we're gonna experience the toughest summer we've ever had in years. So maybe even like ever before. So yeah, we can already see the signs. This last kick of a dying horse. You know, like August is coming to an end this week, and yeah, man. If you think about it, time flies. You know, like when they say time flies, I believe it now. Time flies, man. It's not too long ago. It was June. You know, like just went to June holidays, like June 16. And yeah, man, it's really crazy. Anyways, they voted in Zim, and basically people are not happy, and apparently the Zimbabweans in South Africa are gonna go and protest the elections or the whole process, because they believe it was like unfair voting, so unfair elections. Everything was centered around Mnangagwa or only the ZANU-PF. So basically I went and read a bit about like Zim politics, and basically it was like this. Robert Mugabe has been the ruler from 1980 to 2017 when they removed him through a coup. So it's like this. Before, like some Zim gained independence from the white minority, whatever, in 1980, and President Mugabe, Robert Mugabe, let me call him Robert Mugabe, became the prime minister. So back then they were using this thing of prime ministers, and then the law for having a prime minister, it was like they said it was abolished. They made some amendments in the Zim constitution, and they started going with the whole process of having a president. So the president now was Robert Mugabe back in 1987. So it took them seven years for them to realize, no, this thing doesn't work. Let's rather have like president and presidents instead of prime ministers. So that happened. Mugabe was the president, and he was voted many times after that. He became like the president, and then they brought back the law. I think it was when was it 2009, 2008 or 9, yeah, between 2008 and 9. Now there could be a prime minister and the president at the same time. So basically the prime minister like has more power than the president. But the same prime minister was coming from the same party, ZANU-PF. So basically it's just them saying that no matter what they do, man, it was still gonna be ZANU-PF ruling like to date. So that's where there was Morgan Tsvangirai. So Morgan Tsvangirai became a prime minister during Mugabe's tenure. So that's why I think, if you remember well, they were not getting along or something like that. So I'll have to go back and read up on that. So now there's Mnangagwa. Mnangagwa is the president, and now, okay, basically in 2013, is it? Yeah, 2013. they no longer went with this thing of having a prime minister and a president. So basically they wanted a president to have all the executive powers instead of a prime minister being, you understand? Yeah, so it's like that. And now Mnangagwa is the president. He's basically ruling, and people are not there. But people probably thought things were gonna be better since there was a coup to remove Robert Mugabe, and then this guy came. Still, things did not get better. Actually, some say things got worse. We also saw Al Jazeera. They covered some of the scandals surrounding him. I'm not saying he was caught up in this, but you saw, all of you saw those episodes, and I just wish they had paid the required fee in order to meet with number one. You understand? Because that would be more interesting, like not just to Zimbabweans to just see that no, their president is probably caught up in something like this, but it would be very interesting to the entire world or global community, because that is where we would say like it means there are other African leaders who are doing scandals but then are not really exposed. You know, like a lot of people were implicated in that thing, and we are just quiet because, yeah, like it's the I don't know if it's the right thing to do. We should just keep quiet and not say anything. You see, I just hope in the coming future, not so like distant future, we get something like that showing us about our South African leaders, like those who are implicated in certain things that we may or may not be aware of, so that, you know, like everything now is, information is free, man. You know, information is free now. It should be out there. Nothing should be hidden anymore. So yeah, it's quite interesting. That guy, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Is it Chamisa? Yeah, the Chamisa or something. Yeah, the one who was running. So he's saying he's not accepting the defeat or the result. So they're saying that it's a coup as well. So yeah, man, we'll see how it goes. And basically, if Zimbabwean nationals who are in South Africa are gonna march to their embassy, I don't know. I don't know how these things go. Like, I know in South Africa, I once said that if they are, or maybe I may be wrong, but please just correct me, or I'll correct myself in the next video. No, like these things you're thinking on the fly. If you are based, let's say you are based in the United Kingdom, and the election taking place, are not supposed, or are not allowed to participate in the election process, but virtually? I don't know, because if you are South African but based elsewhere, you are still part of the South African population. According to statistics, you can be counted that maybe you are based outside of the country, right? You're still very much South African. So it should be that during the election process you can vote. So why isn't there a system like that, or something where Zimbabweans in other countries can also participate in the election? Because I heard someone saying, it was an interview on the radio saying, no, actually the election process, the entire thing is not gonna benefit him in any way. Imagine this person is at the Bait Bridge, is going to vote or not, probably not, but he's saying the elections are not gonna benefit him in any way, meaning that they've lost hope. This type of person has lost hope, and he's coming from South Africa, so definitely he's gonna come back to South Africa. So Yeah, like it's crazy, man. It's crazy, and all of us are just watching these things unfold. You know, like we think it's all fun and games, but people are really struggling there. No wonder why they are able to come to other African countries. You understand, most especially like South Africa or elsewhere, go abroad, just seeking like a better future. So it makes sense. But you know, a friend of mine briefly touched on this. He said, even if it was in Nangagwa winning or any person, as long as it's the same party, it won't change anything, because it's the same what do they call this? It's the same agenda, basically. You understand? So even you can put whoever, if they're from ZANU-PF, same agenda. So it's stuff like that, man. It's not gonna change anything. Also here in South Africa, you put anyone, as long as they're from the ANC, nothing is gonna change. Nothing is gonna change, Baba. And also, I just hope that if South Africa ends up with another black leader from a different party, they don't change their party to be like what the ANC is doing, because we would have given them a chance to basically provide a change. You understand? I'm not, and also please do not say I am basically trying to insinuate that black leaders are not competent enough, but I'm just saying that, you know, most of our black brothers, our black people, we are hungry for power, man. It's just power that's making everything be like this. The hunger for greed, like you are greedy, you are, you know, we want all these things, and it makes us cut corners. And when we cut corners, these problems end up catching up to us. So it's those type of things I still see. I'm sure like Zimbabwe couldn't wait to gain independence. They had someone they trusted, the ZANU-PF as a party. They put Robert Mugabe, but what did Robert Mugabe do? He was hungry for power. He was enjoying the benefits that were there for, you know, like being a president after being oppressed for so long. So he felt that he fought for this. Rightfully so. If he did, he did. He fought for that. But give others a chance. Your time came, your time passed. So give others a chance. Just save your term and then move. You know, how can a president be voted like from 1987 to 2017? Imagine how many years is that? This guy he started as a prime minister. 7 years later, they removed that thing. They scrap it out. Now they're saying no, we'll go for president. They still vote him for president. I'm sure if maybe his term was 5 years, how many 5 years? Imagine after a decade, it was voted thereafter like many times. Even when they brought back the prime minister thing, or rule. It's just that the guy couldn't split himself into two and be a prime minister and a president. he still remained as a president. You understand? He was able to sacrifice some things, like just that title of being a prime minister. Amakhosi ajabulile. Yeah, I told you. Nah, Timley. No, I'm kidding, man. Like it was a nice win, and I was shocked. Like we're still on number 11 even after winning. Yo, wow. So we'll just see on the coming games how things go. But yeah, otherwise enjoy your week. Also, this coming week I'll show you guys how my DIY project is coming along. So basically, my boot is still not working. I'm driving the car without the boot, and basically it's the locking mechanism, the tailgate locking mechanism. It doesn't work anymore, but the message is sent to the sensor there. It just doesn't like kick, you know, like that dash. The one that looks like this, yeah. So it doesn't move anymore. So I'll go and buy that thing, and then I'll cover it for you in the video, and then show you how that thing is done. You know, like some things you just need to do them like yourself, man. Like you don't need anyone. You don't need to go and have your brakes changed for like 4K. Just buy your brake pads. Some of your brake pads, maybe they cost, I don't know, 400, 600, like front brakes. Change them yourself, man. Like, imagine you are driving this thing every day. The car takes you everywhere, but you still don't know the car. Oh, come on, man. You must tailgate the person. You need to know your vehicle. And on the Premier League, Haaland scored. Haaland scored, and yeah, he basically missed the penalty. And no, like that boy, ne? Haaland is a beast, guys. No. Haaland is a serious beast. I'm telling you. So yeah, that's all, guys. I had to cover. I just wanted to share that with you. Yeah, it's interesting out there. And then yeah, see you on the next one. Out.